you look at Mahabharata, it's a story about the development of Hinduism from 400 BC till between 400 BC and 200, and it's the textbook of dharma as well as it's a history, itihasa, I would say. So it's a story about the development of Hinduism. And when it, not only that it teaches lessons, it also tells something else. For example, it tells us that the religious thought is a progression, it is an evolution of thought. Those religions which Hinduism faces as a loggerheads today in India, that scripture tells fixation. It's nothing to, there is no evolution about it. It tells you that, well, whatever has been told is told and it is fixed forever. So you see this story about Mahabharata is a story which has evolved over centuries. So it gives a different plasticity of mind to the person who is hearing those stories or who is taking guidance from that book. It tells that the scripture is not something which doesn't evolve. But when it comes to Islam's scripture, it tells the believers that everything has been fixed and you cannot change it. You cannot change a word about it. So you see the difference and see how this mindset will create different persons and how we are going to take different lessons from it. So this is very, very important. Well, if you ask me, I would say what I have learned from this story of Mahabharata. There are few lessons. If I say that it teaches us that a revengeful instinct will lead to one's downfall. This is a lesson we learn. And then it tells me, stand what is for the righteousness, whatever is right, and fight for it. This is so fight is for because of the righteousness. And then it tells me that, well, half knowledge can be dangerous. It tells me don't be swayed by greed. It tells me never to give up in spite of whatever the hurdles you face. It tells me being a woman doesn't mean that you are a lesser individual. When I hear as a Muslim these stories which Islam tells me, it is something the opposite. Revenge is there, huge. You don't have to fight for the right, but whatever you have been ordered and ordained. Okay. And the eternal bond of friendship is just when you share that faith only. So because of your belief and your faith on Allah, and there is knowledge is only it's not about half knowledge or full knowledge. Knowledge is only whatever you have been told. You don't have to apply your mind, because ironically, or for people to understand, the Quran as it is compiled, as it is, you find it starts with the words, the first surah, which is basically second, but the first in terms of it starts with the this is the book which has no doubt in it. So it's the first word of Quran as it is. When a Muslim starts reading, it says, Zalikal Kitabul La Raiba Fihi. This is the book in which there is no doubt. So the starting point is that you cannot doubt. Hinduism says seeking. You have to be a seeker. You don't have to be a believer. You just need to seek wherever the evidence leads.